The Waltons captured the hearts of millions with its heartfelt stories of family, resilience, and small-town life during the Great Depression. But what happened to the beloved cast after the cameras stopped rolling? Some continued to shine in Hollywood, others stepped away from the spotlight, and a few have sadly passed on. Join us as we take a nostalgic journey through time to discover where the stars of Walton's Mountain are now. In this special feature, The Waltons Cast, Then and Now. Mary Beth Mcdana portrayed Erin Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 11 years old. Erin is the attractive, ambitious, and sometimes stubborn middle daughter of the Walton family. As she matures through the series, Erin aspires to more than rural life, eventually becoming a telephone operator and facing various romantic challenges. After the Waltons, Mary Beth Mcdana acted in several TV movies and series, and later became an author, writing books about body image and her personal journey with lupus. As of 2025, she is 63 years old and continues to advocate for women's health and chronic illness awareness.
Get some chocolate cake.
That's not what it looked like to me.
Oh, come on now, Erin. Ain't you ever been kissed?
No, not in my pajamas.
How I wouldn't have it. There's a denial thing, like I would give it power or something. And it wasn't until I actually said the words, I have lupus, and really...
John Walmsley portrayed Jason Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 16 years old. Jason is the musically gifted and sensitive second oldest son of the Walton family. With his passion for playing instruments and composing music, Jason brings a gentle and artistic spirit to the family dynamic, often acting as a calming presence in turbulent times. After the Waltons, Walmsley continued his music career, becoming an accomplished session musician and voice actor, working with legends such as Richard Marx and Brian Setzer. As of 2025, John Walmsley is 69 years old and still active in music, occasionally appearing at fan conventions and events related to the show.
What are you surveilling? Dead starfish again? Don't go bringing any home like you did last time.
See that boat out there?
If we weren't, it would be in the next script. So that I remember being kind of a running gag as we.
Eric Scott portrayed Ben Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 14 years old. Ben is the industrious and sometimes hot-headed third Walton son, known for his entrepreneurial spirit and determination to prove himself. His character explores the challenges of coming of age during the Great Depression and World War II. After the Waltons, Eric Scott appeared in various reunion specials and eventually transitioned into a successful business career, managing a parcel delivery company in California. As of 2025, he is 66 years old and occasionally attends fan events while maintaining a low-profile public life.
I mean, I was a dumb kid. If it wasn't for that rule about age, I'd be in right now.
And Mama wouldn't be talking to you.
I wouldn't be where she could talk to me.
There has been a gap. So we have gone from generation to generation. Now we have grandparents showing it to their grandkids, and grandkids showing it to their kids.
Kami Kotler portrayed Elizabeth Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when she was just 7 years old. Elizabeth is the youngest member of the Walton family, known for her curiosity, innocence, and loving bond with her older siblings. As she grows up on the show, viewers witness her transformation from a wide-eyed child into a thoughtful and independent young woman. After the Waltons, Kami Kotler stepped away from acting to pursue a career in education. She became a teacher and later a school administrator, passionately advocating for progressive education. As of 2025, she is 59 years old and continues to be active in educational initiatives and Waltons reunions.
Your mother was so pleased, there were tears in her eyes. Well, I hope I can see it someday. I hope so, too. Well, I'll be waiting for you here in the morning.
I can absolutely say that because I know more about where Elizabeth Walton sits at the table than you do. Who are you? Yeah. Some new director. So there was a definite sense of ownership.
Judy Norton portrayed Mary Ellen Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 14 years old. Mary Ellen is the strong-willed and intelligent eldest daughter of the Walton family, who breaks barriers by pursuing a career in nursing and later becoming a doctor. Her storylines often explore themes of grief, ambition, and resilience. After the Waltons, Judy Norton continued acting and expanded into writing, directing, and performing in theater. She also became a competitive athlete and fitness enthusiast. As of 2025, she is 67 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry, hosting her own YouTube channel and regularly engaging with fans.
Are you happy?
Well, Kurt's in the Army. That doesn't make me too happy, but otherwise, yes. We have a baby, John Curtis.
A baby? Well.
Shortly, I'd like to leave you with this very special segment. I have the pleasure to have David Harper joining me. So please.
David W. Harper portrayed Jim Bob Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 11 years old. Jim Bob is the mechanically inclined and imaginative youngest son of the Walton family. Fascinated by aviation and cars, he often dreams big and seeks a life beyond the mountain. After the Waltons, David W. Harper took only a few more acting roles before stepping away from the spotlight. He later worked in business and accounting, living a quiet and private life. As of 2025, he is 63 years old and rarely makes public appearances, though he occasionally attends Walton's reunions.
Tax for the display of my creative work, and will take the troublesome business and contract details off my hands.
Oh. And you know what? Earl was great because he was never unapproachable. He'd always come down a lot.
Michael Learned portrayed Olivia Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 33 years old. Olivia is the devoted and deeply religious mother of the Walton family, known for her moral strength, compassion, and unwavering commitment to her children. Michael Learned brought grace and emotional depth to the role, earning 4 Emmy Awards for her performance. After leaving the Waltons, she continued acting in television, theater, and film, appearing in shows such as Nurse, Scrubs, and The Young and the Restless. As of 2025, she is 86 years old and occasionally participates in interviews and reunions, regarded as one of the great matriarchs in American television history.
I did have an older man in mind.
I thought Daddy was going to be home before this. I guess him and Matt Sarver lined up a few extra jobs.
I can hear it now.
And I was going through a divorce. I was drinking too much. I had 3 kids to support, and
Earl Hamner Jr. served as the narrator of The Waltons, 1972, when he was 49 years old. Hamner provided the distinctive voice of the adult John Boy Walton, reflecting on his family's life during the Great Depression and World War II. More than just the narrator, Hamner was the creator of The Waltons, basing the show on his own upbringing in rural Virginia. His warm, nostalgic voice and storytelling anchored the emotional heart of the series. After the show, Hamner continued writing and producing, including work on Falcon Crest and various TV movies. He died on March 24, 2016, at the age of 92, from bladder cancer. His legacy lives on through his profound contributions to American television.
The darkened western street where ghosts of movie gunslingers and cowboys seem to linger in the gathering dusk. I come finally to a country lane, unpaved.
She came to me and said, "Have I got to pour coffee in again all day?" She said, "The director's got me doing nothing but pouring coffee." And so I said, "No, I'll take care."
Ralph Waite portrayed John Walton Sr. in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 44 years old. John Walton is the hard-working and principled father of the Walton family, running a lumber mill while raising 7 children with love and quiet strength. Waite brought depth and gravitas to the role, making John Sr. one of TV's most beloved father figures. After the Waltons, Waite had a steady career in film and television, appearing in series such as NCIS, Bones, and Days of Our Lives. He was also politically active and ran for Congress. Ralph Waite passed away on February 13, 2014 at the age of 85 due to age-related illness.
John Walton, what are these?
Well, those are pieces of necktie, Liv. When they don't come out even, I cut them off.
That wherever I go,
people have a deep appreciation for that series for some reason. It struck a nerve. I don't take...
Joe Connley portrayed Ike Godsey in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 44 years old. Ike Godsey is the friendly and dependable proprietor of the Waltons Mountain General Store. With his good humor and close relationship to the Walton family, Ike was a staple of the community and a symbol of small-town warmth. Joe Connley had a long career in television, but was best known for his role as Ike. He also had a successful real estate business during and after his acting career. Connley died on July 7, 2013, at the age of 85, from complications related to dementia.
Mostly a suitcase. She's been afraid she's going to have to go away to nursing school with her stuff in a gunny sack.
Well, I don't know about any packages, but I think there's a letter here for. Here it is. Miss Mary Ellen Walton.
He just sat there and looked at me for a while. And then finally he said, "You wear a rug?" Which means, translated...
Ellen Corby portrayed Esther Grandma Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 61 years old. Grandma Walton is the strong-willed and often stern matriarch of the family, deeply rooted in traditional values but fiercely loving beneath her tough exterior. Ellen Corby's portrayal won her 3 Emmy Awards and endeared her to millions of viewers. In 1976, she suffered a major stroke, which was incorporated into the show, allowing her to continue acting despite her limited mobility. Ellen Corby passed away on April 14, 1999, at the age of 87 from natural causes. Her courage to return to acting after a stroke remains a testament to her resilience.
Deb, I'm in no mood for any of your carryings on.
What's the matter with you? You feeling all right?
Well, if feeling like a fifth wheel is feeling all right, then I'm feeling just fine.
We're sick.
Yeah, you do a remarkable job on that show.
Well, I love the show, and it's not hard. I mean, I do the best I can. And if it comes out Emmy-wise...
Will Geer portrayed Zebulon Grandpa Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 70 years old. Grandpa Walton is the cheerful, wise, and free-spirited patriarch of the family, beloved for his humor, storytelling, and deep bond with his grandchildren. Will Geer's performance gave the character warmth and depth, making him one of the most memorable figures on the show. Outside of the Waltons, Geer was a Shakespearean actor and political activist, even blacklisted during the McCarthy era. He passed away on April 22, 1978, at the age of 76, due to respiratory failure. His death was written into the show with great emotional weight, marking one of its most poignant moments.
Hey, it's my turn now.
Just that there's no use doing the same work all over again.
What work would you have me do?
There is no work, Pa, that's the point.
In border town.
You get a chance to read the scripts, and I'm sure you did before you accepted this part as Grandpa in The Waltons. Did it smell?
Richard Thomas portrayed a John Boy Walton in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 21 years old. John Boy is the thoughtful, ambitious eldest son of the Walton family, whose passion for writing and storytelling mirrors the life of creator Earl Hamner Jr. Richard Thomas brought sincerity and emotional nuance to the role, earning an Emmy Award and becoming the face of the series. After leaving the Waltons, Thomas continued a successful acting career in television, film, and theater, including acclaimed performances in The Americans, Ozark, and Broadway productions like The Little Foxes. As of 2025, he is 73 years old and remains a respected and active figure in the entertainment industry.
Lost, more than likely.
Who was in it? Anybody see?
Looked like 3 or 4 people to me.
Wouldn't it be something to ride in a taxi cab?
Yeah, it'd be something else to pay the bill. Sure would.
Said, you know, we're New Deal Democrats. Didn't anybody tell him? You know, we're Roosevelt people. You know, we're WPA.
Ronnie Clare Edwards portrayed Corabeth Godsey in The Waltons, starting in 1975 when she was 42 years old. Corabeth is the refined, sometimes overbearing wife of storekeeper Ike Godsey, bringing comic relief and dramatic flair to the series. Her prim manners and social aspirations often clashed amusingly with the simpler values of Walton's Mountain. Ronnie Clare Edwards brought theatrical brilliance and complexity to the role. Outside of the Waltons, she acted in other television projects and later turned to writing, publishing a memoir and essays. She died on June 14, 2016 at the age of 83, reportedly of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. She left behind a legacy of humor and character depth on screen.
You were right to come to us, Mr. Pickett. Mr. Godsey and I have always been most mindful of our civic responsibilities. We will do all...
As a couple, were given very well-written parts. And
Lynn Hamilton portrayed Verdie Grant Foster in The Waltons beginning in 1973 when she was 43 years old. Verdie Grant is a strong, dignified African-American woman in Walton's Mountain who faces racial and social challenges with resilience and grace. Lynn Hamilton gave the character depth and strength, representing an important perspective on the changing times. Her portrayal broke ground in a show set in a predominantly white rural community and was widely praised. After The Waltons, Hamilton appeared in Sanford and Son Roots, The Next Generations, and many other projects. As of 2025, she is 95 years old and remains one of the show's most respected cast members.
I followed the mail truck over. I'm due a letter from Esther, and Mr. Godsey's sorting the mail now.
I'll wait with you. Corby's having one of her Ladies' Aid Society meetings. We're going to roll.
I'm expecting exciting theater because August Wilson was one of our finest playwrights, and we recognize it was one of his most extraordinary plays.
Mary Jackson portrayed Emily Baldwin in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 62 years old. Emily Baldwin is one of the genteel Baldwin sisters, remembered for her sweet nature and fondness for making the recipe, a euphemism for moonshine. Mary Jackson played her with a gentle elegance and comedic charm, becoming part of one of the show's most beloved supporting duos. After The Waltons, she continued acting in television and film well into her 80s. Mary Jackson passed away on December 10, 2005, at the age of 95 from natural causes. Her longevity and quiet dignity, both on screen and off, made her a cherished figure among fans.
That we met a young sculptor, quite talented, and Papa commissioned him to sculpt this statue, based on the poem composed.
Helen Cleb portrayed Mamie Baldwin in The Waltons, 1972, when she was 65 years old. Mamie Baldwin, along with her sister Emily, was one of the genteel and eccentric Baldwin sisters, best known for their kind hearts, formal manners, and secret production of The Recipe, a family moonshine passed off as a legacy. Helen Cleb gave the character a stately charm and subtle humor that made the Baldwin sisters a beloved part of the Waltons Mountain community. After The Waltons, she appeared in several minor television roles and lived a quiet life in her later years. Helen Cleb died on December 28, 2003, at the age of 96, from natural causes, having left behind a memorable mark on American TV.
Operational procedure. You'll have to forgive me, ladies. I've been at sea for quite a while.
Oh, never mind. The important thing is that you're here now.
Leslie Winston portrayed Cindy Brunson Walton in The Waltons, beginning in 1979 when she was 23 years old. Cindy is introduced as the cheerful and loving wife of Ben Walton. Warm, supportive, and eager to become part of the close-knit Walton family, Cindy evolves into a strong and dependable figure in the later seasons. Leslie Winston brought a bright and engaging presence to the show during its final years. After The Waltons, she acted in a few more projects before retiring from acting in the early 1990s to focus on raising her family. As of 2025, she is 67 years old and occasionally participates in Waltons reunions and fan events.
Here since you've been back. The newspapers are so full of war and killing, I like to remind myself that things still grow. Grandpa used to say that you could almost...
John Crawford portrayed Sheriff Ep Bridges in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 52 years old. Sheriff Ep Bridges is the loyal and level-headed lawman of Walton's Mountain, often involved in both enforcing the law and offering moral support to the community. John Crawford gave the character a calm authority and fatherly wisdom. Beyond The Waltons, Crawford had a prolific career in film and television, with appearances in The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, and numerous westerns. He passed away on September 21, 2010, at the age of 90 from a stroke. His decades-long career reflected his versatility and quiet strength as an actor.
Yes, I killed men. They make it sound so right when they say...
Peggy Rea portrayed Rose Burton in The Waltons beginning in 1978, when she was 57 years old. Rose is a warm-hearted and jovial cousin who moves in with the Walton family after Olivia's departure, helping to care for the younger children and bring stability to the household. Peggy Rea's portrayal added both humor and compassion to the later seasons of the series. After The Waltons, she continued her television career with recurring roles in popular sitcoms like Step by Step, Grace Under Fire, and The Dukes of Hazzard. Peggy Rea passed away on February 5, 2011, at the age of 89 from congestive heart failure. She is remembered for her commanding screen presence and nurturing roles.
Jim Bob late for the first day of his new job.
How do I look, Nana?
Well, with all those badges, you could pass for an arm.
Nora Marlo portrayed Mrs. Flossie Brimmer in The Waltons, beginning in 1973 when she was 58 years old. Flossie Brimmer is the friendly and nosy boarding house owner in Walton's Mountain, known for her lively spirit and colorful personality. Nora Marlo brought charm and comedic timing to the role, making Flossie a memorable character despite limited screen time. She passed away on December 31, 1977, at the age of 62, from undisclosed causes. Her sudden death came during the early seasons of The Waltons, and her absence was respectfully handled in the show.
You just won.
Well, that's better. You know, I remember when John Boy used to come by for cookies. And now look at you, you're all grown up too.
Robert Donner portrayed Yancey Tucker in The Waltons, 1972, when he was 41 years old. Yancey Tucker is the eccentric and lovable jack-of-all-trades in Walton's Mountain, often providing comic relief with his wild stories and unpredictable behavior. Robert Donner infused the character with charm and offbeat energy, making Yancey a fan favorite. Donner had a long career in television, appearing in shows like Mork and Mindy, Gunsmoke, and Matlock. He died on June 8, 2006, at the age of 75 from a heart attack. His legacy includes a wide array of quirky, memorable characters across decades of American television.
Rogers can be the pets. Exeter, come in, sit down. I'd like to meet my insect. Plenty of time for that later.
Who is your favorite character from The Waltons? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.